There are 7 levels to beginner guitar, and if you don't know what they are, you're probably stuck on one of them. Level 1, the overwhelmed beginner. You just got a guitar. You're very excited. You go on YouTube or Google. You start searching how to play guitar, and within 5 minutes, your head is completely spinning. There's a million videos, and everyone's telling you something different. You don't know what to practice or where to start, so you end up bouncing around. Chord video here, riff there, maybe a scale, but nothing really sticks. And at the end of your practice session, you didn't really practice anything. Why this matters? This is actually where most people quit. Not because the guitar is too hard, but because they never really had a clear starting point. Confusion kills motivation. How to get to level 2? You just need a plan. Nothing fancy, just something simple and structured. Pick one basic skill and stick with it for a week. Focus. Once you have a clear direction, you'll know exactly what to practice. And when you know what to practice, you can actually spend your guitar time making progress rather than searching YouTube. Level 2, the chord struggler. Ah yes, you've learned a few basic chords, maybe G, C, D, E minor, and you can play them, kind of. But every time you try to switch between them, things go sideways. Your fingers don't make it there fast enough, your strumming stops, the rhythm gets a little choppy, or there's no rhythm at all. So instead of playing music, you just feel like you're trying to survive. Why this matters? A lot of people will plateau here for a while, because you do know some chords, but you can't really use them in a song. And until you figure out how to bridge the gap, you're stuck. How to get to level 3. You probably don't need more chords at this level. You just need better, more effortless transitions. So pick just 2 chords and switch between them for 1 minute straight. And then switch between another 2 chords and so on until you've got 4 chords down and you can change to any one of them pretty easily. Level 3, the first real music moment. This is where things start to click. You're still working with basic chords, but every once in a while, it actually sounds like music. You can get through basic progressions, your strumming feels smoother, and sometimes you're not thinking about it, you're just playing. But it's inconsistent. Some days feel great, other days, not so much. Why this matters? Well, it's your first real taste of what music is supposed to feel like. Not just learning guitar, but playing music. And once you feel that, you're going to want more. How to get to level 4? Stay here longer than you think. Don't rush ahead. Get super comfortable. Take simple riffs or chord progressions and play them with real music, real recordings, real songs, not just by yourself. Focus on groove, repetition. The goal right now is consistency. So we're trying to make those good moments happen on purpose. Level 4, the song player. At this point, you've got a little repertoire. You can actually play some songs. Not always 100% perfectly, but you can get from beginning to end without falling apart. You've got a few chord progressions that feel comfortable. Your strumming is holding together. And if someone handed you a guitar, you could in fact play something. But there's still some hesitation. Maybe the chord changes aren't always clean. Timing can drift a bit. But overall, it sounds like music. Why this matters? Everything's coming together at once. We're not just learning, we're playing, we're becoming a guitarist. How to get to level 5? Start building a small repertoire. Pick a few songs you like and play them until they feel automatic. No stopping, no thinking. The goal at this stage is confidence. Just to be able to pick up a guitar and go. Level 5, the pattern recognizer. Now we're shifting from playing songs to actually understanding what we're doing. At this level, the guitar is making sense. We're not just playing music, we're actually understanding how it's made a little bit. Noticing patterns. We see that the same chord progression comes up in different songs. We're recognizing familiar sounds. You know a scale or two, you know how they actually work in music. And instead of guessing, we're actually understanding what we're playing. But there's still some confusion. You might know shapes without fully knowing why they work, but things are definitely starting to click. Why this matters? Here, you're moving from copying to actually having some control. You're starting to see how music is put together, and that is starting to open the door to maybe some improvising, maybe some writing, and most importantly, just learning faster. How to get to level 6? We're going to take one pattern and go deeper. So one scale, one chord family, one note even. Learn it on multiple places on the neck, and start to use it in a real musical situation. Learning patterns only really matters if you apply them. Level 6, the locked-in player. At this level, your playing is starting to feel pretty solid. Your timing is consistent, your strumming doesn't fall apart. When you play along with a song, a friend, or a backing track, you actually lock in. Things are sounding more intentional here. Not always perfect, but at least under some control. You're not just at the right frets anymore, you're actually playing in time and without trying too hard. Why this matters? This level, I would say, separates you from someone who knows how to play guitar to someone who sounds good. You can know chords, scales, all of it, but if your ability to lock in with what you're playing isn't there, it never really lands. This is where your playing starts to feel good to other people, not just you. How to get to level 7? You're going to spend some time with a metronome, a backing track, a recorded song, or jam with a friend who's got really solid timing. You can keep things simple by just playing one chord, one note, one strumming pattern, one rhythm, and just focus on staying really perfectly in time. Start listening a little bit more closely to what you're playing, and you want to do that until it becomes subconscious. You can just do it on autopilot because the goal at this level is developing feel. Level 7, the music maker. At this level, you're not just playing through songs anymore. You can sit down with a guitar and come up with something. Simple riff, chord progression, little solo over a backing track. Nothing too crazy, but it sounds intentional, musical, and solid. And from that knowledge, you can make musical decisions in real time. Why this matters? It's the shift from repeating to creating. You're not just learning guitar anymore. You're using it as a tool for expression and enjoyment. And that, my friends, is the whole point. How to keep it going. Keep everything you've built. Take your timing, your patterns, your repertoire, and use them to explore. Play with other people. Write simple ideas. Record yourself. Stay curious. Enjoy yourself. And by all means, keep going. Because trust me, this isn't the end. It's just the end of the beginning. So what level are you? And more importantly, what's the next one for you? If you're somewhere in the middle, that's actually a good place to be. It means you've already made progress and now you've got a clear path forward. If you want help moving through these levels step by step, I put together a free plan in the description. You can download it, follow it, and start leveling up with intention. Alrighty, keep on playing. See you in the next one. Bye.